Okay, so for this video, I I want to talk about something that I'm learning, something that's new to me, and something that I think that is helpful, that can be helpful, hopefully in the future, and that can be helpful to anybody watching right now that may be struggling with the same stuff. But yeah, what I'm talking about is injuries, and especially athletic injuries. So I myself have had like a fair deal of injuries, like especially lingering injuries as of late. These include like bad ankle sprains, um, slight like tears in my patella tendon, shin splints. I've broken my hip playing baseball. That was a funny one. That one kind of sucked. Um, but yeah, overall, a lot of joint issues. And I have to say, my family doesn't have the best joint genetics, like terrible ankles and knees. And that's especially bad if you play basketball. Like basketball is your choice of sport. So, yeah. So when I was younger, injuries didn't used to bother me that much, but after after turning a certain age, it's funny how it's like they start to linger. And I'm sounding like this isn't something I thought I would say at this age, but injuries have been lingering, and it's like inhibited me from like playing sports and being active like I want to be. So for me specifically, it's definitely my knees that are troubled, but I've had not the best way of going about my approach of healing. So whether that is playing basketball still while injured, but also my training and strengthening procedures. So what I used to do is, well, what I am still doing, but what I'm trying to change is that I've applied a very isolated like methodology to healing myself. So my knees are bad. I have a slight tear in my right knee right now. So the way I've been going about that is strengthening the muscles around it and strengthening um, the tendons in the knee in general. And you might think like, how is that dumb to do? That's exactly what you're supposed to do. And it has helped. I have had benefits, but this injury has been lingering for around a year now. A slight tear like this just has not healed 100%. And yeah, I'm thinking to myself, why is this happening? Why is my knee not just cooperating right now? Like this is it's pissed me off. I can't play basketball. My knee's inflamed afterwards. Like this fucking sucks. So after a while, I was like, all right, I gotta do something. So a couple months ago, I started getting the idea that I couldn't walk right. My walking was off, and I didn't know what I was on about. But I was almost convinced, maybe I'm walking wrong. And that sounds dumb, but that was my idea. I don't know how to walk. That's why I'm injured. But I've recently figured out that like I was onto something. And what it is that my mechanical, my body's way of moving is not fundamentally correct right now, as it has been before in the past. And the reason for that is because my hips, it's all in my hips actually. I've been putting all this attention on my knee, but it's um, my hips, but as well as my ankle. Actually, if anything, I think it comes straight from the ankle before it ever came to the knee or the hips. So right now, I figured this out because my hips are on an angle. This is my left side. This is my right side. So my left side dips down. Now this causes my knee here to jut inwards like that, and then that causes this knee to go outwards to the other direction, and then for my ankle to kind of roll over on itself. all up on my right side. And this has caused excessive strain on my knee and just overall like imbalances in my body. The shoulder dips down, my core on one side is weaker, and I've wondered why injuries kept on piling up is because there's something fundamentally not right in my way of moving. So I've thought I didn't know what to do really. Like I'm like, man, what the like I'm doing all these exercises. Like what do you want from me? Until I saw an Instagram video, and in the comments somebody was like, "What's a good book to read? What's a book that will just give you a great idea of all like athletic movements?" And it was this one right here. So this is Anatomy Trains, the Myofascial Meridians for Manual and Movement Therapists. So it's by Thomas W. Myers. Um, I know they have a bunch of editions out. This is the second one. They have like probably like 13 now. But pretty much what this is about is it's about the layer of tissue, I guess, that surrounds your entire body, that just envelopes all your muscles, um, it's from your head to the toe. It's like, yeah, so it surrounds all your muscles, but as well as that, it also surrounds your bones. So it's connected to a very internal area as well external area of your body. And it's the reason that, let's say, your neck is tight, and then somebody tells you, "Oh, it's because of your left knee." It's the reason that pain can be distributed to other parts in your body and tension can be distributed to other parts in your body is through the myofascial, is through the fascia, pretty much is what it's called, I think. So I haven't finished this book. I'm still going through. Um, right now, they're talking about the tense structures of the fascia, but what I do know is that the reason that, because I skipped ahead a little bit, the reason that my ankle has had such a effect on my knee, my hips, my shoulders, and just my athleticism is because of this one right here. So the lateral line. Now, this is a portion of the fascia that um, is all connected together. And I guess I should say before, I think there's around six fascia lines that directly like influence a part of your body. They're all connected, but in very specific areas that are more connected than others, you know? Um, so this one's a lateral line, and it goes from your neck here down to your shoulder, through your ribs, to your hip, over your IT band, and then down to the side of your ankle, and then underneath, wraps around underneath your heel, or at least to the side of your foot. And what I've learned, or what I've gathered so far, is that this lateral line, due to probably weak ankles and continuous injuries that have not been healed properly, it's developed a tightness around the fascia band at my foot. And this has caused a decreased range of motion, not allowing me to stride as I should be, and not allowing my ankle to just make its necessary movements. So that's been something very new for me, figuring this out is like, oh, I've put so much time into an isolated focus of my body, but this idea of everything being connected in your body, which sounds like saying the obvious because it's like your body's one thing. It's not segmented into like different compartments and like like little meat packages, but it's that idea that I think of training my body with it as a whole. I think I can make significant improvements in towards like healing and just going down a path of being physically active and fit and healthy. So I, I can't give you all of the specifics of this book because this is a pretty unprepared video. But I would say that if you're somebody who is injured or somebody who just feels like my movement is off, um, this has some great points in here so far. I'm like a third of the way through, and I've learned a lot. There's a lot of jargon for sure, but like you don't have to know everything. Like you don't have to know like ha like they make sure that the main points they're trying to give across are understandable as long even if you're not some like kinesiology major or you're not some physiotherapist. Like the general public can get this. But yeah, interesting topics. Great introduction so far. But yeah, if you're an athlete, if you're not, if your body hurts, check this out because I think there's if this applies to me, it will probably apply to you if you're a human as well. So yeah, uh, I guess that's the video so far. But yeah, I would recommend this. Um, I'll give some updates maybe. Let's see how this goes in a couple months. Of me training or at least implementing a routine around or including the fascia, the lateral line of the fascia. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, all right, that's it.